And this is part 2 on the word Jerusalem in the Hebrew language. Here's author C.J. Lovik.
Please come along with me on a journey to discover the meaning of the Hebrew word Jerusalem. The name Jerusalem is a combination of two Hebrew words. The Hebrew letter Vav, seen in English as the U, the fourth letter in the English spelling of Jerusalem, separates the two Hebrew words spelled Yod Resh and Shin Lamet Mem. These two words are separated by the Hebrew letter Vav. The letter Vav in conventional Hebrew is also the word and, a word that, just as it does in English, connects two things together. We might say this and that, apples and oranges, or love and marriage. Everyone agrees that the second word in Jerusalem, the Hebrew word Salem, means peace. The meaning of Salem is found in the root verb Shin Lamed Mem, the word Shalem. That means unbroken and conveys the meaning of completeness or wholeness. And how do the scriptures use this word that indicate wholeness? The answer is a payment that restores things to their fullness and wholeness. Does the word propitiation come to mind? Salem means peace, but not perhaps in the way we think it does. The first two letters in Jerusalem are Yod and Resh. The two letters Yod, Resh compose the Hebrew word translated into English as fear or awe. Clearly, Yod Resh, the first two letters in Jerusalem, are meant to instill a sense of awe. Whatever the nature of the peace prophetically announced by the Hebrew word shalom or Salem, it is going to, when it's fully disclosed, produce fear and awe. The conventional meaning of Jerusalem, the meaning the man on the street will report back to you if asked, is that Jerusalem means the city of peace. But is this correct? Let's take a look at the meaning that the Lord has hidden in plain sight in the very letters and numbers that compose the one place on earth that God has put his name, Jerusalem. The first letter in the Hebrew name Jerusalem is Yod. Yod is pictured as a hand. It is an arm and a hand that is doing a mighty deed to accomplish a divine mission. The second letter in the Hebrew name Jerusalem is Resh. Resh is pictured as a head. Resh is the picture of a person who is the leader, the master, the highest, the prince. The translation of the first word in the Hebrew name Jerusalem could not be clearer. God has designed this revelation so that it might not be misunderstood. The first two letters in the Hebrew word Jerusalem announces that God is going to do a mighty work. Yod Resh announces who is coming in order that this mighty work be accomplished. It's Resh. It's the prince. The Resh or prince sent by the Lord to Yod accomplish a mighty purpose. And who is this prince? He is the Prince of Heaven. He has a name above every name. His name is Yeshua. He is the only begotten Son of God who has come to Jerusalem in order to do a mighty work, a work he was anointed to accomplish by his Father in heaven. Yes, he is Yeshua ha-Mashiach. Now, what do you suppose this mighty work is? The answer is found in the picture meaning of the Hebrew word Salem, the second word in the name of Jerusalem. Before we look at the picture meaning of Salem, we need to touch on the meaning of the third letter in the Hebrew word Jerusalem, the letter Vav. In the conventional Hebrew, the letter Vav means and, as we stated before. It is the letter in Hebrew that is pictured as an iron nail or a wooden hook. The iron nail and the wooden hook picture joining two things together, creating a connection between two things that are separated from each other. It also has the meaning of making secure. It's pictured as holding something up. We will return to the picture of the iron nail after we discover the picture meaning of Salem, the Hebrew word that is translated into English as peace. The three letters in the Hebrew word Salem are pictured as follows. Shin, pictured as teeth. It means to consume, to destroy. It's sharp. It means to press or to crush. Lamed is pictured as a staff. It means to control, to have authority. It's pictured as the tongue. It means the voice of authority. Mem is pictured as waters, and it has a dual meaning. In the name Salem, the meaning is in no doubt. The Hebrew letter Mem is referring to massive floodwaters or a tsunami that causes chaos, confusion, and death. Now, who is the controlling authority that is connected with massive chaos? It could only be referring to one person. And who is that person that is causing chaos, confusion, and death? It is the evil prince of the power of the air, the ruler of this present world, who only rules to destroy mankind and make war with the Lord God of heaven. And who is the only one that has the power and authority to vanquish and destroy the prince of chaos and confusion? Only one candidate, and his name is Yeshua HaMashiach. The prince announced in the first two letters of Jerusalem what? That he was going to come to vanquish death and secure for us by means of an iron nail and a wooden hook or cross, the one thing that man cannot accomplish on his own: redemption and salvation. Jerusalem then is a prophecy that was partially fulfilled when Yeshua HaMashiach came to earth the first time as the suffering servant who came to destroy the works of the devil. Jerusalem is a billboard that God created and protected in order that all might read the glorious message that Yeshua the Messiah came to pay the penalty for the sins of man and to defeat Satan, the enemy of our soul. But Jerusalem also announces the second coming of Yeshua, the coming to set up his kingdom in Jerusalem on this earth, where he will reign with a rod of iron for 1,000 years. Jerusalem will only become the city of peace when it's ruled by the Prince of Peace, the Prince of Peace that comes the second time to utterly destroy the already defeated kingdom of this world, ruled by the devil and his army of fallen angels and demons. Would you like to know when that's going to happen? Is the answer revealed in the numeric meaning of Jerusalem? Is there a mystery hidden in the name of Jerusalem that is finally, in these last days, about to be disclosed?
And if that was a blessing to you, let us know. Leave a comment or send us a message. Also, check out the other videos on the site. There's a number of other word studies. Subscribe to our mailing list. And if you want to look into this a little bit more deeply, you can get the book. You can get it at livingwordin3d.com or rockonthebooks.com.